Is Alan Saint Maximin edging ever closer to Nottingham Forest? We got the transfer news for you guys. Let's get into it. Welcome to Forest Fan TV. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are, whatever time of day you're watching this. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. In today's video, we're going to be talking about ASM. We're going to be talking about Harry Toffolo looking like he's leaving Nottingham Forest, and Forest are not done with ravaging through Newcastle as yet another player has been linked with us. Before we get started, as always, guys, if you'd be kind enough to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you'd like to be a member, it's only 99p, and that will get you the backstage pass to tonight's Grumpy Old Red podcast episode. So if you want to be in there, listening to all the bloopers and everything, hit that join button right now. Let's get into the news and let's talk about some ASM. As we mentioned to you, I think it was yesterday, I can't keep up anymore, Forest are interested in Alan Saint Maximin, but dominoes need to fall, and potentially the first domino is on its way to toppling over, and that being Gordon from Everton. He has been on strike for the last 2 days as he is trying to force his way out of that crappy club Everton and into the welcoming, loving arms of Newcastle United. Progress on this has been extremely slow though, as it is clear Everton do not want to negotiate. But once the player starts going on strike, it usually always ends in a transfer. So I do expect this one to happen. But he does need to end up at Newcastle for the next domino to fall. And that's the big one for us as Forest fans, which would of course be the availability of ASM. Now, is he likely to go to Nottingham Forest? Well, that's a huge question, because the likes of AC Milan are also interested in him, and Newcastle would be willing to sell if Gordon does come their way. So, Domino 1 is about to fall on this one. Keep your eyes well and truly locked in to that Gordon deal, and let's pray it happens. Well, pray for it if you think that you want ASM. I think it'd be a fantastic addition to the squad. He is not a priority, but he is a really shiny toy that really would be brilliant on the left side at Nottingham Forest. I still hold firm that we need links to centre-backs and ideally a goalkeeper, which we'll talk about in a second, and even another striker. Honestly, I think we need 3 to 4 more players. But let's cover off. This isn't my thoughts now. This is what's being linked. Let's move on to... Let's go with the other Newcastle link, just to keep it on a Toon basis right now. Karl Darlow, the ex-Forest goalkeeper and currently residing up in Newcastle, has been linked with a loan move to a couple of championship clubs with Hull, Huddersfield, and I think it's Swansea is the other one. However, Forest is still semi-interested in him and potentially looking to bring him in as the number 2, but to maybe hold him between the sticks while Hendo is out injured. I'm not totally against this one. I didn't mind Karl Darlow while he was at Forest, and it would then make it clear who the number 1 and the number 2 is. And I'll say it now. He's probably better than Hennessy as it is. So at the moment, I'm a yes to any goalkeeper. I'll be straight with you guys. Yes. As long as their first name isn't Wayne and their surname isn't Hennessy, bring him in. But would you guys be interested in this one? It would probably be a loan move. Even if it was a perm, it ain't going to cost much at all. Bringing Darlow home, there's a bit of nostalgia behind it. But keep an eye on it. I still think Forest will go for Navas, who seems to be the front runner. But Livakovic is still in the equation. Even today, there is still talks that he's linked to Forest. But a few more clubs are becoming interested in him. So it may be looking less likely that he ends up, at the City ground with that one. So at the moment, for me, it's looking like it's going to be between Navas and Darlow. But one thing is for sure, Forest are definitely shopping for a new goalkeeper. Because it's not just me saying it, it's clear to see that Cooper, the staff, etc. can see a massive gap with Hendo out that's going to be causing us huge issues. But get your thoughts in down below on this one. Let's talk about some outgoings, and let's be clear, there needs to be outgoings from Nottingham Forest. We're going to saturate our club so much that it might pop. Some players do have to go. Look, on my chopping block are people like Cook, Colback, those kind of players. Lyle Taylor, obviously, and Cafu goes without saying because they're not even squad members. But someone else who's been linked to a club is our left back, our fresh new left back from the summer, which is Harry Toffolo. Now, Harry Toffolo has clearly fallen down the pecking order at quite an advanced rate of knots, with Lodi emerging as the clear number one, which I expected. But now with Omar Richards about a week away from getting back into full training, it looks like Omar Richards will be preferred, like de facto straight away, ahead of Toffolo, which is almost pushing Toffolo down into third place. I'm really interested to know what you guys think in terms of the hierarchy of left backs, because you could even add in there Nico Williams. So technically we have 4 players who can cover at left back. But from your guys' perspective, give me your 1 to 4 in the comments down below of which way you would order them. That said though, Toffolo is linked with a move across to Hull City. I don't know why I said across, because it's not really across. But this may actually happen because we do need to thin out the squad a little bit. We're getting too heavy with too many players that are more squad to secondary squad players than they are pushing for first team. Now, I actually don't have anything against Toffolo. I think he's a decent player. Is he a first choicer for me? No. But he hasn't played too bad when he's come on. But remember, Toffolo was always part of a 2-for-1 deal in the summer. It was O'Brien that Forest wanted to sign. And Toffolo came as a buy one, get one free in that deal, and even held that deal slightly to ransom by demanding more wages to make the move across to Nottingham Forest. So, would you like to see the back of Toffolo? Do you want to see him go out on loan? This deal looks initially like it could be a loan with a move to make it perm in the summer. But is that something you'd be interested in, or do you think he's just not been given the chance yet, or a long enough run in the team to show us what he's actually got? Let me know down in the comments below. Unfortunately, there are no new centre-backs being linked to Nottingham Forest currently. I'd love to make some up, maybe give them a few hints. Lacroix and Dicker. I've got a list a mile long, and if you guys want to see it, let me know. I may do a video of potentially available players and positions where I think that we need to strengthen still, but tag some actual realistic names to it. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Coming up tonight, we've got the backstage passes to the Grumpy Old Reds, as the Grumpy Old Reds will sit down and discuss everything about Nottingham Forest and how we go forward. Did the cup matter? No, it's the Mickey Mouse Cup. We'll look forward and we'll start thinking about the road ahead, which is Leeds United. So if you reached this far in the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and for one little thing, let's do something weird today. If you're listening to this bit right now, put ASM in the comments down below so that I know you've got this far. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the see you tonight for backstage, and come on you Reds.